So before we start, let's have an opening dua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma akhrijna min zulumatil wahm wa akrimna binuril fahm. Allahumma aftah alayna abwaba rahmatik وانشر علينا خزائن علومك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum and a good day to all of you. So we have already dealt with the first 5 lessons of this course, and then just last meeting we dealt with the classification of words or alfaz or kalamat. So in this lesson, that is lesson 7, as I have said, the topic is concept and referent as well as universal and particular. So in short, this lesson is about understanding mafhum, misdaq, and how concepts apply to things. When we say mafhum, we are referring to concept, or as misdaq means the referent of the concept. So first, let us take a look at the word concept or the meaning of concept. Concept in Arabic is mafhum from the root word fahama. To understand this is to think of the human mind as like a mirror in which images of things are reflected. And the mental picture of a thing that we think of is called a concept, mafhum. For example, the concept of three, the thing that we think of when we say three, the concept of sun, the concept of water, and many other things. So that is mafhum. Whereas referent or misdaq from the root word sadaqa, sad dal misdaq, mim sad dal alif and then qaf. It means what a concept indicates and applies to. So that is referent or misdaq. For example, the mental image of the sun is the concept, whereas the actual sun, the physical sun, is the referent. Remember the signifier and the signified. So here the concept, that is mafhum, and then the thing it applies to, the actual sun. So to elaborate, a referent may exist outside the mind, yes, such as a human being or a tree. They may exist outside the mind, and some referents are only mental, such as the concept itself, no? Yung concept ng concept itself is one example na it only exists in the mind. So take note of this important point. Some concepts have no actual referent. Anong example? Uh, Partner of the creator. We cannot think of any partner of the creator. Or concurrence of two contradictions. It means to say two contradictions are both correct. When we say two and then the other one is one. Or partner of a creator, even if we assume that God has a partner, in essence, that partner is not actually co-equal to Allah Ta'ala. Because in the first place, the concept of the creator refers to only one. And if two entities are assumed to be equal, the question is, which comes first? And even assuming that they are there from the very beginning, then there is still an entity that is stronger than them, and that is the entity or the concept that actually makes them unified. Okay, so we have mentioned the mafhum and then the misdaq. The parallel concept is that of universal and particular. We are referring to universal concepts and particular concepts. These mental concepts are divided into two, kulli and juz'i, universal and particular. What do we mean by kulli? A concept that can apply to more than one referent. So ano yung general na concept? For example, human or human being, city, that is a general concept, capital, numbers, etc. Whereas particular or juz'i, it refers to a concept that does not apply to more than one referent. For example, Tehran, nag-iisa siya. Kaaba, nag-iisa siya. Iran, nag-iisa siya. Socrates, nag-iisa siya. We are referring to the philosopher, no? The Greek philosopher. Kasi it is possible na ang kaklase mo is Socrates din ang pangalan. We are referring here to the Greek philosopher. Then the Quran, so nag-iisa siya. So these are example. So in short, it's just like between Tehran and capital. When we say Tehran, that is one unique referent. Whereas capital, it could be so many. Manila, Singapore, Jeddah, Riyadh, Amman, and so many. So many possible reference when we say capital. Uh, Now we have covered so far the meaning of concept, that of referent, universal as well as particular concepts. So take note that what matters is whether a concept can apply to many referents, not whether those referents actually exist right now. Kasi may mga concepts na having no reference, as we have mentioned. Another thing is that a particular concept may or may not have an actual referent. And another thing is that a universal concept can still be universal even if it has no actual reference. Mananatili siya. Okay, so take a look at this. These 6 cases of universal concept. Ano yung first na case? The first case is that it is impossible and no external referent. So ano yung mga no external reference? Example is contradiction. Contradiction is nasa mind lang natin, no? Or partner of the creator, as we are saying. And then another is non-existence. Walang particular na existence ang non-existence. So nasa ating mind lang. Yet still it is universal, it is still a universal concept. The next case is that of having no external referent now, but it is not impossible na merong referent after, or hindi pa natin na-discover. Example is winged man. Who knows, may pakpak na tao pero hindi natin alam. The other one is golden mountain. Who knows na merong mountain na talagang golden siya. So no external referent now, but it is not impossible. So that is the second case. The third case is only one referent and another is impossible. So one good example is the necessary being, the wajibul wujud, referring to Allah Ta'ala. There could only be one wajibul wujud, because other than the wajibul wujud, we are all accidents. We are all dependent on the necessary being. So that is the third case. The fourth case is only one referent, but another is not impossible. That it is not impossible. For example, according to the old people, no, yung mga old folks, the sun, the moon. Kasi sa case nila noon, especially sa during their time, they only know of one sun or one moon, no? So that is an example. One referent pero hindi impossible na magkaroon ng another referent. Now it is a fact, no, for us that there are many solar systems in the galaxy, and also more number of moons. Number five case is that many but limited reference. Maraming reference although limited. Example is continent. We have only six or seven continents, and then we have also ocean. We have just a very limited number of oceans. And number six universal concept is, of course, many unlimited reference. Example is mga numbers. So those are examples of the sixth case. So ito yung six cases. One, impossible and no external referent. Number two, no external referent now but not impossible. Number three, only one referent and another is impossible. Number four, only one referent but another is not impossible. Number five, many but limited reference. And number six, many unlimited reference. Okay. Now, let's proceed to the relative particular. That is juz'i idafi. When we say relative particular, we are referring to a concept that is narrower than another broader concept. Let me repeat, narrower than another broader concept. So, for example, human in relation to animal. Here, human is universal by itself. But if it is compared with animal as another concept, it is relatively particular. Why? Because animal includes human and many other beings. So that is a good example for the concept of particular, relative particular. So with these explanations, this is our takeaway for this lesson. First is that when we say concept, we are referring to mental image, whereas referent, it refers to what the concept applies to, meaning the actual representation of the concept. And then when we say concept, it could be universal, it could also be particular. When we say universal applies to many, particular applies to one. And there is also a concept in between. We call it relative particular, meaning narrower than a universal concept. It is a universal concept, but if it is referring to another universal concept, it is narrower to the second concept that we have. So this is our takeaway for this lesson. So in order to prepare you for the activities after the lesson that we have, so here are the review questions that we can think of before proceeding to those activities. For example, the question, what is a concept? Or mafhum, what is a referent or misdaq? What is the difference between universal and particular? And number 4, what is a relative particular? And in order to delve deeper, here is the instruction for your practical exercise. Classify this as factual particular, relative particular, or universal. Tehran, paper, garden, Blackman. So that's the instruction for your practical exercise. The next meeting, we will proceed to the next lesson, that is lesson 8, about the 4 relationships. Okay, so thank you and see you then, inshallah.